Hello, and welcome to another OnPoint review. Today, we are reviewing Obsidian's highly anticipated RPG set in the world of their Pillars of Eternity series. That's right, it is Avowed. I am CMoney, and I am joined by the always lovely Doodle.
What's up, everyone? Thank you so much for rocking out with us today. Shout out to Xbox and Obsidian for providing us with the game for review. There is so much to dive into, so let's hop right in.
All right, let's start with the graphics. So the graphics of Avowed have been a topic of conversation since the first reveal trailer. When it was first announced, everyone was blown away by how good it looked, but the next trailer seemed like a step back, which was concerning. Later trailers showed improvement, but there was still skepticism about the final look.
But here's the thing. They have delivered one of the best looking games out there. Using Unreal Engine 5.3, the visuals are stunning. The lighting, the textures, the hair and fur are all rendered beautifully, and the pops of color used throughout the world really sells the fantasy setting.
The technical beauty is there, with what I can only assume is ray trace lighting and global illumination in quality mode. It's so realistic looking, especially when you go from the bright daylight into a dark cave where your eyes adjust just like they would in real life.
The art direction is where Avowed truly shines. They've taken what seemed like amazingly detailed concept art and made it in the game. The world is just so unique and visually varied. Every new corner, inside or out, is just stunning. The lighting and interiors are so real, with attention to detail that's insane. Different types of foliage, densely populated interiors, and beautiful vistas make this game a visual treat.
Day and night cycles are more than just a time change. They transform the game's atmosphere and feel. At night, the sky is filled with stars and the world's fungi glow, creating a magical experience. You feel transported into this stunning world. The clouds are also stunning, so detailed. Staring out into the world, there is so much beauty on your screen at any given time.
Absolutely. And each biome you progress to has its unique visual style. And it's about making the world feel alive and interactive, which they have 100% nailed.
Let's go ahead and move on to the story. As a godlike in Avowed, you're on a mission to rid the living lands of the disease known as Dream Scourge. Your status as the Emperor's envoy gives you a unique perspective, leading to some humorous moments, like people just letting you take their stuff because of who you are.
I took a lot of stuff.
I did too.
The story delves into deep themes: regret, power, forgiveness, and self-acceptance. It's not just about the big plot. Your choices shape the narrative in significant ways, from small decisions like getting someone out of jail to major world-altering choices later on.
The character creation is top notch with tons of options. Your godlike birthmark is a cool touch, and while you can hide it, it's part of what makes your character unique.
There's a richness to the narrative where you can be as deep or as surface level as you want. The side missions and bounties expand the world, providing hours of content with characters that have their own compelling stories.
Yeah, the writing is so well done, with each character feeling fleshed out. The four main companions each have unique skills that affect gameplay, like Kai using fire to reveal hidden paths. Their personal stories are worth exploring, giving you insight into their motivations.
The world feels alive with so many characters to meet and interact with. There's always something new to explore, making every playthrough unique based on your decisions.
No, I agree 100%. I love how you can spend as much or as little time in this world as you want. It took me 70 hours to finish the game, but I could have easily put another 30 hours just in side missions. And of course, each town has different merchants that specialize in weapons, armor, items, the normal variety. So there are plenty of places to spend your money. Now let's go into the sound. So the sound in Avowed is beautiful. The environmental sounds from the wind to the wildlife create an authentic atmosphere. The music is well composed, rising and falling with the action, perfectly fitting the game's mood.
The sound effects are spot on, especially the gentle sound of nearby items that guides you through exploration without being intrusive. Getting out of water and hearing those wet footsteps is a nice touch.
And don't forget the voice acting. It is exceptional here. While your character isn't voiced, the cast for the NPCs is top notch. Each character has a unique voice, and even at camp, you can overhear companions chatting, adding life to the world.
Absolutely. And the music highlights specific instruments at key moments, like the guitar or violin, enhancing the emotional impact of scenes. The sound of waves crashing adds to the serene quality of the game's environments.
One cool feature is how sound reacts to the environment, like the squishy sound of wet feet or the natural ambiance of different biomes. It's all part of what makes Avowed's world feel so immersive.
There's a harmony between the visuals and the audio in Avowed, where every sound contributes to the game's atmosphere, making exploration and storytelling even more engaging.
Now, on to the gameplay. I played Avowed entirely on Xbox Series X in quality mode, and the gameplay experience was exceptional. Combat in Avowed is where it really shines, offering a sense of weight and satisfaction with each hit.
The combat system in Avowed is both intuitive and deep, whether you're playing in first or third person. CMoney actually played the entirety of the game in first person after trying third person for a bit. And I did the opposite. I played in third person and I loved it. One of the standout features is the ability to independently dual wield, allowing you to swing a sword with one hand while casting a spell with the other, or firing a pistol. This level of control makes combat incredibly dynamic.
The balance between melee and ranged and magic combat is well executed. Melee combat feels visceral, with a range of weapons from swords to hammers, each with unique animations and impact. Ranged combat, like using a bow or a pistol or a rifle, adds tactical depth with the need for precision and positioning. Magic, on the other hand, feels powerful and diverse with spells that can alter the battlefield in numerous ways.
Absolutely. Mixing and matching these combat styles is where Avowed truly comes alive. You can switch mid-fight from a brute force approach with a great hammer to sniping with a bow or unleashing a magical storm. This mix and match approach keeps combat fresh and engaging, making every battle feel unique.
Now, the skill tree in Avowed is vast, offering pathways that cater to every playstyle imaginable. Whether you're focusing on becoming a stealth archer a spell-slinging mage, or a tanky warrior, there's a plethora of skills to choose from. Each decision in the skill tree feels impactful, allowing you to craft a character that's truly your own.
Exploration is rewarded in Avowed, with combat being a natural extension of this. Hidden areas often require a mix of combat prowess and environmental interaction, like using magic to clear a path or precise shooting to hit distant mechanisms. The combat mechanics feed into the joy of discovery, making every new location feel like a challenge to overcome in your own unique way.
Climbing and platforming are smooth, facilitating combat in vertical spaces or allowing for strategic retreats and ambushes. The over encumbrance system is innovative, letting you manage your inventory on the fly by sending items back to your camp, which means you can keep exploring and fighting without interruption.
With the ability to run indefinitely as a godlike, you're never bogged down by stamina, which keeps combat and exploration fluid. The freedom to engage enemies on your terms, whether through stealth, direct confrontation, or magical manipulation, adds layers of fun that make you want to experiment with every encounter.
The game encourages creativity in combat. You can set traps with magic, use the environment to your advantage, or even combine companion abilities with your own for devastating effects. The way Avowed integrates its combat system with exploration and character development is what makes it stand out as one of the most enjoyable RPG experiences we've had. Now, getting right into that fun factor, Avowed is just fun to play. The gameplay loop of combat exploration and the story keeps you engaged. I wish there was a new game plus mode because you want to keep playing in this world.
Absolutely. The fun comes from the freedom to explore, the engaging combat, and the compelling narrative. Each session feels rewarding, whether you're advancing the main story or just wandering.
Yeah, the combat system feels rewarding with each fight offering a sense of progression. The graphics are so good, you might find yourself just stopping to admire the view often, which adds to the fun.
I'm guilty of that, by the way.
Yeah.
I love how every decision feels like it matters, how every companion has something unique to offer, and how the world is filled with secrets and stories. It's a game that keeps pulling you back in.
Even without a new game plus, the game's depth ensures multiple playthroughs will feel fresh. The combination of exploration, character development, and the joy of discovery makes Avowed a delight to play.
It's the kind of game where you feel empowered by your choices, immersed in its lore, and genuinely enjoy every moment, whether you're fighting, talking, or just taking in the scenery.
Overall, Avowed is amazing. It's a game of the year contender with its stunning visuals, engaging story, fun gameplay mechanics, and the depth of its combat system. Our official OnPoint review score for Avowed is an easy 10 out of 10.
I'm in full agreement. Avowed is dense, meaningful, and simply phenomenal. It's an RPG that does everything right, offering an experience that's both epic and personal.
That concludes our deep dive review of Avowed. We hope you enjoyed this review and be sure to check out the game day one in Xbox Game Pass. Thanks again to Xbox and Obsidian Entertainment for sending us this game for review.
Thank you for checking out our review. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update from us. Do you agree with our score? Let us know what you think in the comments.
And with that, until next time,
You're intruding.
you're intruding.